All right, welcome back, everybody. Let me get the game sound on. So we're gonna finish. I think that's it. Let me see how many plates I have. Just going through a lot of them. The rods. Looks like I'm okay. And got the alclad sheets. Okay. We're gonna process these first. We're gonna finish the as much as we can do at the supercomputer site today. Of course, that is just going to be everything that we can hook up from that biome. The rocky desert is where that's taking place, and that's what we're dealing with. From there, we're going to begin to break ground on the resource collection we need from off-site, which is going to be the oscillator. It's going to be an oscillator factory and also store up silica. So it's going to be two different drone platforms, both at the same site, collecting two different materials to bring in. Yeah, we had just about finished it yesterday, but my brain was mush by the end of the day, so I wasn't able to run the last couple of belts. I'd also like to get the power lined out. So I haven't run any wire yet or anything, and you know that is an important part of getting the factory up and running is deciding how you're gonna set up the power and where you're going to connect on the grid and all that fun stuff. So, but as you can see, it's really shaping up. Got final placement of the machines. They're all down. Got them mostly belted up. The belts that you see that are still unconnected are materials that are coming from off-site. So I'm leaving those unattached for now. We still have not decided where we're going to put the item place, the item shop, or the item collection. I'm thinking I'm probably just going to build something small, like right here, so it will seem almost like a mall, you know, just like a little area right here where you can pick up the stuff, like almost like vending machines or something. So it's going to not be a room so much as an outdoor venue, but I'll go ahead and set those up because I'm going to do the connections for let's see, I can do those like that. I should give them enough room so that I can put a feed in. Yeah, I'm really not concerned if they end up clipping the wall that I designed because I really want these containers to look like they're part of the entire structure here. So I'm really just trying to get them centered right now. I believe it's only 3 items were collected here. I'll do a quick count before I'm settled on that, but that does seem right. So I believe it's just the high-speed connectors, the computers, and the supercomputers that are going to be collected in these. Almost could just go with the small containers, honestly. The flow rate, the tick rate for the production here is so low. But, alright. Yeah, part of the reason I wanted to do that is one of the belts that I was going to connect last night and then decided not to because of the irritation, basically, is the high-speed connectors. We also need to set up an awesome sync somewhere. thinking I'm probably going to leave that like sort of off the building, but connected. Like maybe put like a something like this, just a little platform, so it'll look like it's just, you know, out there. Yeah, we'll leave it right there. That looks like good spacing, and then I'll just build the floor out behind it. That way we make sure we leave enough room to fit the belt on, and it won't interfere with any wall design that I decide to come up with for this building. I want to do something similar to what I did with the battery factory, but I'm thinking more white and glass. So instead of black, it was all steel and concrete. But yeah, so this needs to be where, you know, the overflow ends up basically. So we'll use a super fast sushi belt to feed it, and it'll probably be running under the floor here to be covered up at a later time. So let's see here. This was what was this again? I think this was the what were you guys making? Circuit boards. Oh, right. So they were, those circuit boards were feeding these boys here, I believe. Yeah. Yeah. So the quick wire was the only thing that was left for them. Yeah. That one's going there. That one's going there. Oh, wait a minute. Wait just a cotton picking minute here. Oh, you guys do have something connected. It's this one down here. Right? Yeah. Okay. And that was coming. Oh, okay. Yeah, so this is the machines that are feeding that. Okay. We'll just do some quick calibration here. So that, yeah, that's, okay. So that's the circuit boards. That belt there. That is feeding correctly. So what is this one then? Oh, I know. That's the AI limiters. Right. It's just coming from a similar place because they are also getting the copper sheets, so I wanted to keep them on the same manifold as them for that. So that's why they're kind of in the same area. But it's still going to be wonky because they also need the quick wire, and the rest of the quick wire is going to be going all the way down there. I still haven't. That's why I was like too tired to deal with it last night, because I was like, oh man, we got to figure out how to split that stuff. And it's the same is going to be true for here because these guys are going to be getting the crystal oscillators. Oh, so they're okay then. Yeah, so the silica goes there, and these guys are waiting for silica. So that's where it's going to get weird, right? Because yeah, I used a silica recipe with them too. Yep. So silica is going to spread along the back here, and probably I'll find a space here between the two lines, hopefully. See what it would look like. Yeah, it looks like it would probably go middle section and then floor back here, so it could get both of them. But this is another reason why I wanted to put these on this part, so this like parking lot area It's not going to be a huge parking lot, but yeah, it'll still look pretty cool. It'll look like, you know, something you could access from the side there. Okay. All right. Okay, so that was accounted for. So that's AI limiters coming here. That's so far that's the only thing we've hooked up. We have not yet connected the computers, so those need to be connected, and the high-speed connectors. So that's why I needed to, because those are the things that I'm not, like, I'm producing exactly the number of AI limiters that I need. So I'm producing 6, and each one of them eats 3. So I mean, there's not going to be any overage. Yeah. And the computers over here, they're also going to be feeding a container, and the overflow will go over there. So we'll do that first, and then the high-speed connectors, and then I think I believe and then we got to get the quick wire over here. So those 3 things, then we can do the wiring and move on to the next site. So these things are already connected to everything that they can get in the area because they're waiting for the oscillators. That'll be a connection coming from the roof. So we're going to do a conveyor merger right here. Yep. Oh, nope, that was incorrect. Yeah, that one goes out. These need to face that one. Right. That. We're basically going to be running them all together and then feeding the one that goes under the floor right there. Yeah, and I think they only need 1 belts. Honestly, I mean, this is one of the highest outputs for computers I found, and even still, they're only producing 3 per minute each one, which, you know, not even. It's like under 9. It's like 8.4 or something. It ends up being estimated. So, yeah. Even with all of them on the belt at full capacity, they'll only need a Mark 1 belt to move it all. I didn't hear it click. Why not? There it goes. Okay. It just wasn't giving me the sound for some reason. Yeah, it's the same thing for, not for them. It's the same thing for these guys because the AI limiters have already been connected. So now we're connecting the computers and then the high-speed connectors. So then they're waiting for plastic, which we already have routed, actually. So they're going to be pulling from the same plastic project that the battery production is pulling from. So I just need to get, you know, a drone port and a drone set up, and it'll start bringing it here as soon as it gets fueled up. So that doesn't even need to be set up. Yeah, so it's just the computers and the high-speed connectors. And the high-speed connectors are just waiting for quick wire. And then same for them, whatever they take on next is going to be coming from another site. Yeah, silica. Yep, so they've already got the circuit boards, so we need to do the quick wire, and then silica is what's left. Alright, so let's see how we can connect those without things getting too wonkified in the basement here. Oh boy, I'm falling to my death. Huh. I don't know why, but... Yeah, please put that back. And this is gone now, because I changed the wiring. Pulled it away from the road there because the path of the wiring was running right through the site. I wasn't even going to be able to get a roof up. Okay, so then let's take a look. Get back up here. Okay, so that needs to go to there. And there. I think we can just do those as floor to the floor. Yep, probably. To avoid that getting in the way, we'll face it this way. And then that belt will just come along right there. Okay. Set that splitter up right there. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Love it when a plan comes together. Yep, that's nice and straight. Okay, so I just need to figure out where this next one's going. Should already be down. Hold it down, don't I? Yeah, here. Okay. So that is right here. Okay, there you go. Computers are routed. One thing we do need to do though, I forgot one important detail. Again, the overflow. So, yeah, it's just these two. The computers and the high-speed connectors that need an overflow. Well, I mean, yeah, the logistics floor, because they're all going to get an overflow under the floor. So as the containers fill up, it'll route the rest into the awesome sink. But yeah, that that's tangential. We'll worry about that later. Yeah, that would get a little further up just so it's not on everybody's path here. And oh, look at that. Put it right under the light. It's kind of cool. Yeah, and I'll try to keep this lane open as much as I can, just in case there's anything I need to change. I'll have some space for logistics on the edges. Yeah, and you can snap logistics. You can snap splitters and mergers to existing belts, but you should always know that if you do that, it is not snapped to the foundation. It is then snapped to the belt, and where you snap it on the belt will never line up with anything else that you snap onto the foundation, which means any floor holes or anything like that that you want to connect it to, it will not snap to them directly. So it's not impossible to do. You'll have to run a short belt to it. You won't be able to, like, say, do this, where you can just like put it right there and say, okay, I want this belt to be fed from that. Oh, why is it? Oh, that should work. Why am I having problems with that today? Right output will be overflow. Huh. I mean, I pulled up all the belts just so it would work. Oh, I think I had the connector going the wrong way. No, that's the feed. Yeah, there it goes. Same thing that was happening over there. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, you see how it was able to snap directly to it, so that's there. Alright, for now we're just going to leave those connected because I haven't decided how I want to do the overflow. Alright, so that's 2 for each, so we just need to get the third, which is these boys here. I know that it's a Mark I belt as well, because they're only putting off like 3. Yeah, 6 per minute, so 12 total. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, I could just feed each one directly into the computer one that's in front of them, and then have them merge the overflows together. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that. Just have them merge the overflows together. It requires an extra smart splitter, but I think that would be easier ultimately. Alright, let's go ahead and put in the floor holes. See? So weird, man. I don't get that at all. Yeah, I think that right there would be the right level. So what we want to do is have our smart splitter on top, fed from the back. And we'll say any to the front, overflow to the right. That was perfect. Oh yeah, look at that. That was perfect. Okay, we'll do the same over there. See if we can get the smart splitters to line up. Yep, right here. Nope. Oh, uh-oh. I see a problem. It's not really a problem, though. I don't think. Yeah, because there's nothing else in this thing's way. So if I have to put a lift on to get them over this belt, I can do that. Yeah, that's what we want. Okay, so that's lined up. That is correct. Okay, so then on top of this one, we want to put another smart splitter. Gotta fit that way. And just to verify that that belt is in the way. Yeah, see, it's trying to. So that would be in the way, but that's alright. This is where logistics really comes into play. You know, I could have almost just put that thing far enough back so that it would fit right in, but it wouldn't have lined up with that other one, which was really more important. Man, that's good. That is good. Let's see if I can get one of those scrunched up. Let's see if I can step on this belt without it moving me. There we go. I want to get one of those scrunched up belts. Okay, so it's got to be one over. Hopefully that worked. There you go. I've seen other creators talk about how much they hate that when it's like squished in like that, but I love it. I think it looks so cool when it's like that. I wish you could get them down that low. You can't really get them to get down that low unless you give them a snap point. So that's the point of stacking all those things all over the place. But so it needs to be immediately next to that one, I think. There. And the rest of them. Oh, I used all smart splitters just for stacking. I guess I got enough AI limiters with me. Oh, nope, it didn't line up. Damn, I tried to do it by eyeball. That's what you get. That's what you get trying to do it like by eyeball. I think it was right there. Ah, there it is. Okay, so now we just gotta figure out where the halfway point between them is. This looks like it. Okay. Put it facing that way. Oh, I think it needs to go one up. Yep. That is the way I want it, so. That is a merger? Yep. Okay. So we want that one to feed into that merger side, and this one to feed into that merger side. Oh, that looks so good! So good! You did so good. Okay. So now we'll know anything on this level that's fed into the floor. That means that it's gonna be fed into the container, and then from there we'll do into the sink. But for now, I think that looks right. There you go. So that is that. Okay. Boy, there's a lot of belts down here. Is that poison gas coming up from the floor? Huh. It didn't trigger the poison filters, so must just be a leftover graphic from when those poison pads were there. Oh. Uh-oh. Oh. We got a slight infestation under our factory here. another one down here with me. I don't see him. But he saw me. Alright, well, grab that mushroom and get the fuck out of here. Had no idea it was built on top of a cave. Well, it's a good thing that I know it's there. Would have hated to like fall down there while I was working on the factory and suddenly be attacked by a swarm of spiders. That would have been a little less than appealing. It's crazy how that kind of stuff can happen, right? I mean, I've been working on this area for hours and never encountered that. Alright, so that was it, right? Yeah, we'd finished that connection. Now the big thing that I'm worried about is how I'm going to do the quick wire. Because I got 2 lines. The total amount of quick wire coming in is 810, which I think we figured out is actually way more than I even need, because these guys are consuming 180 to 360 together. Yeah, so I only need like 480. I got two of them coming in that have 410 apiece. I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't even know what to do about that. I guess I'm gonna just end up sending most of it into the awesome sink, or just let it stall out. Just let it stall out. But the good news is that I know that I can run 2 separate lines here, because I have 2 separate lines. So we're gonna set that up right now. Yeah, it's not going to be one big manifold after all, because I don't even have the belt capacity to move 810. That's why I had to split it into 2 belts. Yeah, see? So it's basically 3 belts, but I split 1 belt into 2 and then crammed its contents onto the 2 other belts, because they had the capacity to hold that additional amount. So they are the Mark IV belts, which can hold 480, which, as we just figured out, is the total amount that I need. So one Mark IV belt actually would be enough to feed that whole factory of all the quick wire it needs. But we're just going to send over 2 Mark IV belts because because I just I don't know. I just didn't feel like doing the math, I guess. I don't know. What are you going to do? So we'll first come down here. Okay, we're going to set up a double-decker belt carrier. Yep, that lines up. Thin this out one more. See, it doesn't look like they're just floating in the middle of nowhere. Oh, hell yeah, that was good. Alright, mark 4. I can't believe I did that by eye, man. Yeah, they're going to be clipping through, but what are you going to do? Oh, well, I guess what you could do is move it up one. I think it probably still will be clipping through, but what are you going to do? Redesign this whole thing just so that it looks a little bit more aesthetically pleasing. How much time are we going to really need to spend over here? And just go down there anyway. This is always so annoying. Can't ever get it to be at the place you want it to be. Alright, so that was the one that I originally put it at. Okay, so that's the lower level. That should be the upper level. That should be it. I don't understand why they're saying that that's too low, but I mean, they are. Oh, that's right. It's 2 clicks. That's right. So that's the right 1, 2. That should do it. Yeah. There you go. Okay. And we'll just put it like from here. We'll go 1, 2. Like that. And we're going up 1. I don't know if that might be too tight for him. Yep. Probably need 1 more space. Oh, wrong. We're trying to get it up 1 level. Alright, well, I'll just take that one off. See if I have any luck moving them up to that level up there without doing that first. Yeah, see, now it's an ugly turn because I moved it forward 1. And I think I just now moved it 1 too far back. Oh, no, okay. There you go. Okay, so then let's... Yeah, I think I know how to do this. Okay, it's just going to take a little bit of creativity. Vertical zoop. No axe, no chainsaw, just a boom ba boom. Oh, those rocks I think I can remove. Some of these rocks you can detonate. Others, they're like... Yeah, there we go. Okay, cool. Well, this will get it up to the right level, so that's what we're trying to do right now. And so I'm going to try to line these up. Oh, boy. I'm going to have to get rid of that. And probably those two as well. Alright, so... the first one is easy enough. Second one's going to take a little bit of... Uh-oh. Yeah, it looks lined up to me. I don't know why I'm not getting my green line. Ah! Alright, so that's one out. Now, this one you're going to go basically one more out. Put that one there. Okay. Should go like basically right. Got it lined up and everything. Just can't get it to connect. There. Seems like it would be there. I guess that's correct. Boy, that does look ugly though. Yep. There you go. Well, that brought both of them up to the next level. That's pretty nice. This is always the fun part. How are you going to get enough quick wire from this Caterium deposit all the way over there to that factory way over there? Okay. The answer is usually the same. It is cover everything in concrete. enough now. Yeah, looks like it. Got them rocks. Holy moly. Look at that. How did he get stuck down there? What's under here? Oh, it's just a little overpass. A little valley, I guess. Yeah. And then from there, it's going to have to go up again. Ah. Put it up one more. Yeah, I think this is actually close enough because that's the floor, so it can come in right there under the sub-basement. And then the other one will head this way. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're just going to move it over here. And, yeah, I think I see the path now. It's in my head. Man, that's going to look so crazy because it's just going to be like, you know, quick wire just flowing across the desert. More than you can even count. Of course, a lot of the time it's just going to be sitting on that belt, because I'm going to let that belt overflow. It doesn't matter, because it's not being used for anything else, and I'm producing way more than I needed. That recipe that I used there to make it was far more effective than I thought. Plus the recipe I'm using for the copper ingots, I just basically ended up misjudging how much material I needed. I mean, this thing looked so massive, it was intimidating in the beginning. And now that I'm actually crunching the numbers as I go along, I'm like, man, I didn't need anywhere near that. I was really like overestimating some of this. I'm gonna have to head back and get some more materials here soon, but I feel pretty good. This is the last one we needed to do before we can start working on the next site. So, um, finishing this up inside one stream is a pretty good day. So then from over here, what we want is one hole, which, just put it right there. Oh, you know what? Yeah, that should work. I just have to figure out how to get this sucker where I want him to be. I think that's the right height. Yeah, I think it's got to be that. Okay. It's ground, so 1, 2 is the low level, 1, 2 is the high level. That doesn't seem right. That does not seem like the right level, but that is what my count is telling me. So. Yeah, that actually was the right height. Alright. Ish. Okay. Well. Yep. We need to go back for some more materials. But I'm going to instead extend this out rather than trying to line that up from all the way over there. Alright. Don't need to go that far, but that'll be perfect. Okay, so we'll go get some more materials and we'll be right back. More iron. Yeah, so we're going to finish with the conveyor belts, and that should leave us with a little under an hour left in this stream. So I'm hoping that I can get the electrical work done in that time, so that I have everything, wired and ready to be turned on with the flip of one switch. And in the next stream, we will begin work on the oscillator and silica factories. Alright, we gotta go get some more cookie bars. There it is. Looking good. All that just for more encased industrial beams. Okay. Yeah, got the outline and then back to. I think that's right. Let's see, we'll try to line it up with that one there. That looks lined up. We'll bring it back to there. 1, 2. There you go. Now you got your little curved belt. It's nicely, neatly curved. Okay. Now, this one should be 2 clicks from the ground. So let's see if we can figure that out. I think that's ground level. 1, 2. That's too high. So see what happens if I do that. Yep, straight belt. Look at that. Bam. Enough room to limbo under it and everything. Alright. Go up here and connect them to the factory. Alright, so who needs the quick wire? With these boys? Nope. They're waiting on silica. I think it's just him. So he only needs 120, man. Yeah, that belt's going to be filling up so fast. Alright, well. Yeah, no splitters, no nothing. Just straight in. Alright, let's see. Yeah, I'll put it over there. That's a little bit of a pain. Does that one go to the floor? Yeah, alright. I'll just feed it backwards then. $120. So fuck, we're gonna use a Mark. Yeah, we'll use a Mark IV belt just because. Because that's what the this one, I think, if you just bring it in right here. Yeah. I just went right in. Bam. Disco. Look at that. How sweet it is. Nope. Almost. Not quite. It wasn't quite lined up that direction, so let's get it. Oh, yeah. Autosave. Right in the middle of trying to line up belts. Can't tell you how many times that's happened. Happens so much. Yep, that's correct. 1, 2. That should do it. Yep, looks like it went right in. Nice straight belts. Makes troubleshooting easy. Or easier. Let's just say easier. Yeah. I don't know about easy, but definitely not as bad. So the tough part's going to be these two. These two machines are a real beast because they have a lot of inputs and they're at the back of the factory. And I put them on these like edges of what's going to be the parking lot. So it's going to create some very, very fun placement inside once that's there. So these guys are eating 180 per minute. They really are the bulk consumers of the quick wire. So we're going to go ahead and put them in. They also only need 3 items, so this is actually going to finish them off. They won't need anything more until I'm bringing in the silica, which is going to be coming from the roof anyway. So there's going to be a whole other logistics floor that's going to be over the roof of this room, and the drone platforms are going to be on the roof above. They're going to feed down into the logistics floor where all the sorting will happen, where it will get its alignment to the various belt ports that it needs to line up with, and then the machines will be fed down from that logistics floor back into this room. So yeah, I'm not so worried about that because we haven't even put down that roof yet. I mean, I haven't even walled this place in yet. So we need to figure out where is a good place for it to come in. I think that I had determined that something like back here would be good, because then I can leave it along the floor up this way and around that way. Maybe it would go, nope, can't go along the ceiling. Yeah, I'm like really running out of room in here, but this is the last belt, so yeah, so the first belt's really no problem. It's going to be the second one that's going to take some fun math. Let's call it fun math. Let's stick it that way. And we're going to do that one. Let's do it like right here. Have it come in. We'll see if we can line it up. We can line it up now. May as well, right? Right now I can see the outside, so yep, that looks lined up. Stick that there. No, it's too tight back here. Yep, I'm not going to get that nice sweet alignment. It's going to have to come like over here somewhere, because I have to then put a conveyor splitter on it. Okay, and this one is going to go this way. Nope, gotta come up further than that. I think that is lined up. So hold on. That one is just behind that line. So that one needs to go back one. Yep, there you go. Let's see here if it'll reach, and it did. Now how is that for a nice curve? Wow, wow, wow. Love that. Okay, that's nice and straight. So now, we gotta figure out how we're gonna get over there. And boy, is that gonna be interesting. If I can travel across the roof some. some across the roof. I guess I'll go ahead and set that up right now. Right there is where it would encounter its first obstacle. So there. How you like that? How's that for a dodge? Huh? Huh? You like that? Oh yeah. So smooth. Okay. Got that. We still got to get all the way over there though. Yep. Yep, that's already too close. So let me look here. Hold on. Yeah, those are down on the ground too, and then that one's in the midsection where this one is. So you know what? I think at that point I can just take it back up to the ceiling. I just needed to go down under the ceiling just to avoid that one. So yeah, I think that'll do it. Just back it up one. Mark 4, put it right there. And you mark 4. It's really too far in. Okay, let's just put it right there. I don't like it sticking into that, but you know what? I might be able to remedy that. Put one of these over there. Maybe it'll click onto that. Let's see if it lines up. It's too far forward, but if it lines up, I'll know where to place the one that needs to go back. Yep. Just put that one back there. I think that'll be a good guidance for the belt. Yeah, see, look at that, bam. Because that's there, it's able to just snap down and avoid clipping into the ceiling. Oh, I love that. Okay. Alright, so it's all the way over there. I'm not going to try to take it that direction because that would be too crazy. But I think... yeah. Yep, that'll work. I'll just take this down this direction. I'll see if I got it lined up. Yeah, it looks straight. See how much further it'll let me pull it. Yep, right there is good. Okay, we're going to do the same thing I did with the other one. It's going to be a rear feed. Yep, that looks lined up. Nope. Let's do that one. See how that looks on. Yeah. I just gotta get rid of this belt. Get rid of this belt. And then just snap it right in there. Yep, there you go. Nice, smooth belt. And it just had to do one little crazy dodge. Yeah, it's just this one little dodge just to avoid that one belt, and then it went right back up top. Okay, so yeah, that's all the quick wire now fed into the factory. Oh, not quite. I gotta actually connect the pipe here. Just pull it down to the ground here. Pull that one out. Nope. That is. I think that. Yeah. Okay. Look at that. Bam. Now, that's all the quick wire fed in. And I only had to pave 80% of the desert with concrete to do it. I'm sure the wildlife here will forgive me. What do you think? All right. Now, the last thing I wanted to do here before we were ready to move on, and the way I intend to spend the last moments of this part of the stream, is to get the wiring done as much as possible. Some of this stuff is not going to be done until the ceiling, right? Because like these guys here, they need they're going to need stuff like that. But I can at least get wiring close to the building so that once all the power is in, then I can just wire it up around the room. I'll probably, once the logistics floor is done, I'll tuck most of the ugly wiring in there. I did that in the battery factory, and it looks great. It keeps it tucked away, so you don't see a bunch of zigzagging cables all over the roof and stuff. Sorry. But, the more important thing is that all this stuff out here must get wired up. Because, yeah, there's just nothing. I haven't done anything to bring in the wiring, so. Yeah, see, that's 5 of those guys, 6 in total. So, we'll probably have to go ahead and put down the big Mark II or Mark III power pole. Let's stick in right there. And we'll put one Mark I down there. We'll just run a little power. Over to that big boy there. Yeah. I guess I could have gone with the Mark II. Let's do that. Just downgrade it. And this one can go over there. Okay, that looks good. And those are 9 of them puppies, so yep, they need the Mark II for sure. That's why I wanted to downgrade it if I didn't need it, because, oh yeah, but you know what? All these are already wired up. Yeah, I did the wiring in the blueprint on that. The only one that needed to be connected was this one here, and that one down there, to connect the 3 groups of 3. Yeah, but all the wiring's done, so it's actually not that big of a deal for them. I missed it by 1. So okay. normally what I do, the way I get power in is I'll like do like that, because you know, Satisfactory has not resolved how to get wiring to pass through floors, so you pretty much have no choice but to do clipping. Like it's just how it is. It's gonna be clipping. And yeah, perfect. Okay. And so, you know, you just try to make your clipping look decent so that it doesn't look like you're doing anything, you know, ugly. And it also makes it, if you do it consistently, a particular way, then when you need to troubleshoot, like why is the power not on? Well, then you can figure out why. So that brings the power into the factory. We'll worry about wiring everything up once we put walls up and that kind of thing. But the more important issue is getting power down there. Kind of like that. Yeah, whenever possible, I prefer to use the kinds that clip to the sides of foundations, because I just find them to be, they look more organized to me. I don't know, that could just be a me thing, but okay. We'll just put this one like right here. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Use a Mark II pole. We'll stick it like right there. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. So, yeah, we'll put get all these boys wired up with this feller here. I don't like that. Here, wire him up. Wire him up. We'll have you wire him up. Yeah, one of the things that Satisfactory could do to resolve a lot of this is that each machine would have 2 plugs, so that you wire the power to it, and then there's another thing you can attach to it. And then you could daisy chain the machines together just like that. So they would just have little wires running between them, and it would keep you from having to do these like spider webs all over the place. I mean, it makes it to where, you know, these are like the power poles are really ugly. You know, they just create these like clipping messes and stuff. So we'll have to see how they tackle that in 1.0. Oh, yeah, that works. right there on the side. Yep. Okay. Oh yeah, we want it up. So let's see, I can put it right there. And then it's going to have to follow this path here, but I believe I can just stick that right there. I'll hide some of this wiring. Alright, so that is everything all lined up there. Let's take a look. Now we just gotta get it connected to the grid. Seems like I had. Yep, there it is. Yep, there's some grid. Yeah, one right even above them. That's even better. Let's try to grab the lower section here and put it right there. How's that look? Yep, that's good. So this is a live wire here. This one's got power in it and everything. And the rest of that I just laid down, that's all empty. Put you right there. I'll put you right there, and then what we're going to do here, this is something I just kind of came up with on the fly on the battery factory, and I like the way it looked, so I think I'm going to use it for a bit. Just put you down a little. A small pillar support? Yes, the small. Okay, small metallic food. Okay. There you go. So now it is wired up. You flip that switch, and that whole grid will now get power. And that's how that's going to be. Just this little box off to the side, nondescript, kind of maybe even invisible from way up in the factory. But that's where the kill switch will be. Oh, yeah, that's something I should probably check. One of the good things is once you get all of it wired up and connected, which I'll check again after I get the machines wired up, then you can actually look at it and it'll tell you how much you're adding to the power grid. So all the support stuff that's just right here, this is not even the factory I'm about to have to build, 451 megawatts, so half a gigawatt just in material production to feed that factory. That's not even the factory on yet. So, yeah. I think my estimation of this this coming to pretty close to 4 gigawatts, I think I'm going to hit that pretty much right on the head. I think that's going to be right what we're looking at. Yeah. All right. Well, so crazy how busy this area became. You know, when I first built this outpost, it really was in the middle of nowhere, and now it's like along a major highway in this in this biome. It's like so crazy how that stuff morphs up around as you start developing your build. So I'm gonna make way back to the factory. As I do, I'm gonna point out where the oscillator factory is gonna go. Yep, right there. Where those two miners are. Yep, that's it. Yeah, you know what? Let's since I had to slow down a bit, go ahead and get on there and get a better look at it before I get to catch the next hypertube cannon. But yeah, you can see this area has a lot of really great material. I was setting this up to be the supercomputer plant at one point, but I just decided it was better to get someplace with a little more space that I wouldn't have to build so high. You know, there's all this iron, you know, which we'll need because, you know, like I have, let's see, do I have some oscillators on me? Yeah. So the oscillators require, no, we got two different recipes. One of them requires rubber. We ain't using that. So we're going to use the 36 quartz crystal and 28, yeah, 28 cable and 5 reinforced iron plates. So we'll figure out what we're going to do for that stuff as we move into each one. But as you can see, I mean, you know, there's all this pure iron over here. So building that stuff right here on this site is not going to be a problem. And over here's a pure copper node as well. So yeah, 240. So that's a pure copper node as well. And then right down there where I have those two other machines, those are both pure quartz nodes. So just a wild array of really good material right here in this spot. So I don't think we're going to have much problem building a pretty simple oscillator factory. You know what? I'm going to have to... Damn, I should have looked at that before I left. Just so we have those numbers on our head. Go look at the computer assemblers and see what they need for the oscillators, how many oscillators they need. Should have looked at that before I left. Yeah, we're eventually gonna have to go into that cave too. I know that there's a spider in there. One of the adults. I think it's these right in the back here. Yeah, so each one's going to need 3, so we're going to need 9. And I believe the machine that constructs them... yeah, I'm going to throw one down just to check. Alternate insulated crystal oscillator. This one. Yeah, so it only produces 1 per minute. So that's going to be the thing, you know, because we need to have like just shy of 9 per minute. So that means I'm going to have each one of these double over or triple overclocked, and that's going to be like 4 machines. So yeah, I mean they're going to need just a total buttload of materials, but yeah. But I've got a bunch of alternate recipes, so you know we're going to figure that math out later today, and break ground on that factory as we start to move toward completion. I almost walked out in front of the truck. That would have been a funny way to end the stream. Me getting flattened by a truck. It doesn't actually kill you or anything, but it does press you flat though. It doesn't even do any damage to you, which is weird actually. Yeah, I mean that's the one thing that that I was kind of reluctant to use this recipe was because using that oscillator recipe you need it to make just tons of oscillators. So yeah, you want it to make 2.5 per minute. So each one's going to be at 250%. I don't think it's really going to be that hard to do because that's going to be like each one will need like 12 reinforced iron plates. Oof. But that's not going to be a problem either because like I've got some pretty good recipes for reinforced iron plates. So we got this one here. That's the original. That one makes 3. Yeah, that one makes a lot, but then yeah, you need the rubber. The stitch frame. See, that one's a pretty good one. And we got to make so much wire anyway. So yeah, I think that one might work. So then you basically would need 3 of these machines feeding each one of the triple overclocked machines. So it's fucking 4 machines, so it'd be like 12 of these things. Yeah, I mean this is going to be a big project. You know, this factory is going to be almost as big as the supercomputer factory. Not quite, but yeah, this isn't a small project. That's why I wanted to get on it, because if we're going to get this supercomputer factory on in the next few days, I've really got to get this thing done. oscillators is no joke. But yeah, so that's a good option. Um, uh, the that one wouldn't be a bad option, but you see, it's not really producing all that much. Then of course there's the bolted plate. That could be our answer. The bolted plate, 15 per minute. That means that I'd only need one per unit, but we need shit tons of screws. Hold on for me just a moment. Everybody out for the day, and when they come home, they have to tell me about their day. And when I wave away one person, then another person has to come and check and see why. They just don't understand streaming, I guess. All right, so what was I looking for? To see what kind of screw recipes I've got, because I know I have one that is a pretty good recipe, but it uses steel, and I don't think I'm going to be able to get coal over there. I don't. We can check around, but I don't think there's any coal nearby. Yeah, this is the only thing I have that makes screws, the constructor. And I got some good recipes for screws, because you got the steel. I mean, this one would be great, because that makes 260 per minute. So if I could make just a smattering of steel, this whole issue would be totally resolved. So we'll figure it out when we're over there breaking ground. Because yeah, if I could make those, man, I mean, each one needs 250 screws per minute, and it consumes 5 steel beams per minute. It's not really a very intensive recipe. That's pretty straightforward. Because I mean, when you're making the steel beams, I mean, a regular recipe makes 15 per minute. So I could have 3 of them. That's 750 of them right there. So one of these machines could make enough screws for the 3 of the 4 machines. So yeah, overclock it a little bit, boom, and then you got enough for all of them. But of course, it would I think it would need to be 20 to do that. So then you'd have to have 80 steel ingots fed into it. So if there is a little bit of coal over there, we'll have to take a look. But, I think you might have a recipe for coal, don't you? Bio coal. Yeah, it's not something you can use for mass manufacturing. But yeah, so that's where we are for now. We're gonna have to crunch them numbers in the next stream. Yeah. All right. Well, folks, thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna have my lunch, get a little more work done, and then we're gonna have some fun. We're gonna build a crystal oscillator factory in the northern forest, and then hopefully I'll be able to get that about half done today, finished up on Monday, and then the second half of Monday we'll be looking at trying to get all the drone logistics done. So I'm thinking maybe sometime on Tuesday, or either the first or second stream on Tuesday, I'll be turning stuff on. I'm hoping. Well, the second or third stream on Tuesday, I'll be turning stuff on. First or second stream, I'll be finishing up. But yeah, we'll keep pecking at it, and I will be back later today for our second stream. See you guys next time.